So you guys see 3 Katoas in here. Remember that the catacombs are dark except for, I think, nice. Thank you for bringing it back again. Except for somebody has light. I can't remember who has light on currently. It's probably on there as an effect. William, did we put it on him? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was on William.
Oh, thank you for telling me he's not on the party sheet. There we go.
Are we sneaking right now or attacking?
I think we've already... The jig's up. They saw us and they said, uh-oh.
That's right. That's right. The 3 Katoa saw.
I think I let off a couple thunderclaps.
Yeah. A couple.
I'm pretty sure the jig's up.
Yeah. All of Yartar think something's exploding in the sewers. This is where we're at. I think what we'll probably do is we'll probably do the reroll initiatives here.
That's good. They got crappy initiative this time.
They do. They're fish people.
Up, Barry gets to re-roll that.
Oh, she does. Nice. All right, and then William, when you have a chance.
Oh yeah, I gotta roll that. There we go.
Awesome. Nice. I assume Melton had passed that along since he's the only one who speaks Undercommon that they said, uh-oh, and they're all kind of looking at you, staring down the tunnel.
And the light situation is it's dark in there?
It is, yep. So I think, for you, Barry, if you remember, you can hover over your token and it'll show you kind of your light distance that you can see. But yeah, the entire sewers are all dark.
Okay, and Melton, you told us... Well, never mind.
I told you what they said. They said this.
Sorry, Melton. Wrong thing I typed in. Melton's 120 feet wide. Nice. And they're kind of talking back and forth.
Wouldn't that be more like people heads for all you polar people heads? I mean, why do they want to eat their own heads?
Yeah.
Whose song is this? Mine or yours? All
right, you're right.
Yeah, I can't really do anything if I can't see down there. I want to cast Hypnotic Pattern, but I really wouldn't know where to place it.
Yeah, you can hear them. You're just not sure where they are in the darkness.
All right.
Ready in action?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to ready cool. A Sacred Flame if anybody comes within visual range.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright, I'll pull out a Javelin. Yeah, move right there, so 2 of them are revealed in the light around me.
Yep. So, you got your Javelin. The light's now there, Barry. If you want to do your spell, you can.
Did he save? I can't tell.
Yeah. Oh, I apologize. I was looking at something else. He did save. Yep.
Alright. You know what? I got 4 rages a day. I'll do it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Better be more fish people coming. Alright, and then I'll toss a Divine Javelin.
Alright.
Here we go.
That sounds fancy.
Huh.
That's
I can't, for some reason I can't,
it'll
go over them. Like their thing isn't, clickable.
Yeah, I couldn't do it in the combat tracker either.
The characters aren't clickable?
Yeah, like,
Oh, okay, hang on one second, let me,
like there's a layer over them or something.
Really?
Well, you can... Yeah, I can do it out on the map, but I can't do it on the combat tracker.
Here, let me, I'll just take the guys out and then repopulate them in here. I know where they're at, so.
Let's see what...
That is a hit, so I'll let you... Was that the one in the front, Katoa 6?
6, yeah, I'll get
Okay, gotcha. Oh, hang on just a second. Let me clear them out and then put new ones back in.
Man, I can target them.
You can can everybody target them or no?
I can target them in the tracker.
I didn't get them.
I didn't try tracker. I tried to use the map and it couldn't do the dice on it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I did both.
All right. Well, we'll do either way. You can do the tracker for now, and then hopefully on the next one it'll fix. All right. Cool.
Yep.
So he goes and kind of falls down and splashes in the water.
He's better be not be innocent. I'm killing.
Bonus action, I'm going to hide.
Okay.
Hopefully they don't see me around the corner. Then I'm going to peek around and take a shot at the coil tool whip.
All right. Sounds good.
Do I get advantage?
Yep.
Damn, Mel's a cheater.
It's just using your class, man. That's a hit. Oh, this guy's toast. Oh, maybe. Maybe not. Goes, oof.
Did it actually put damage on him? Yeah, it did.
Yep, it did.
Oh, he's a lot tougher than the others.
Yeah.
Got whips.
Yep, we got whips. Relenia.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and cast Entangle.
Oh, nice.
And just kind of put it right there.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, they both failed, so wrapped up.
Alright. And then I'm just going to move across the... is that... I can cross that, right?
You can. That's still water, so it's difficult terrain to cross if you'd like.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Alrighty. I'll have you roll a Constitution saving throw for me, too, as you cross through the muck.
Uh-oh.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. So you kind of cross through. It's pretty stinky, filthy, nasty sewage, but you're able to get across without any issues.
Two.
Looks like Stig, I think, is up.
I'll move down and Sacred Flame.
Alrighty. He fails.
I don't know why I gave it. Oh, why is it disadvantage? That's weird.
He's entangled.
They're restrained.
Alright.
Yeah, no dexing for them. Nice. So you hit him with the Sacred Flame. Alright, so... I believe with restrained they can still throw and do ranged, I believe, so we're going to do that.
Yep.
He's going to throw a spear towards the light. And misses. Wow, okay. And then the whip. You see him kind of reach down into a pack and pulls out a small vial, and he dips it on his fingers, and as he does that, he starts making some swirling incantations with his hands. I need William, Stig, and Barry all to make a charisma saving throw.
Hey, when I was crossing that water, did I feel anything in particular that, you know, was it just because it was mucky, icky water?
It was like
Okay.
disgusting type water. You didn't feel anything like grab onto you or any effect
Okay,
over you.
gotcha.
I'm gonna use an ability that'll let me reroll that once per range.
Yeah, you're right. Yep, go ahead.
Fanatical focus.
Yeah, I was looking at that last night.
Yeah. I have to take the new roll.
All right. And so what you feel is this a sudden dread and fear that kind of comes over you, and you see what looks like a two-headed creature that looks like monkey heads and has long arms that's kind of dancing around you. And he casts Bane on you. Barry's up.
Would Dispel Magic get rid of Bane?
Ooh, interesting question. Yeah, it would. Yep.
Right, would I notice that it was cast on him?
Yeah, you would notice it because you kind of see him you saw her casting and all of you seemed okay, but he was sort of kind of moving back almost like, what in the world?
Alright, I will dispel magic on... and yeah, that should do it. It's a under a third level.
Yep, it sure is. So you're able to clear it off. You see the Demogorgon kind of disappears there, William.
Oh, see, I was going to do that. I was going to have you guys hold them off for 10 minutes while I ritual.
Alright, first I'll move up and anything get revealed around these...
Yeah, so you do see that the sewer continues down the path. As soon as I can get my... you see that there's a larger kind of almost looks like a large pool that's on the opposite side of that wall that they're on. These gray things are small bridges that sort of cross the sewers. They're wooden and they're kind of slippery, so they're covered with kind of moss and muck, but they do appear to be sturdy enough to cross.
Alright, I do jump over this since it's less than my strength.
Okay.
Let's see, it's...
So,
yeah, right
yeah, and as you land, it's pretty slippery, so I do need a dex, an athletics or an acrobatics, either one.
Alright.
Because it's all, the pavement's all covered with muck and everything. Nice, so you have no problems, kind of do a nice little pirouette.
Alright, pull out another javelin and I'll
Okay.
throw it at Whipman. Actually, that other Kuto, he's pretty weak. I'll redirect it at him.
Okay. That's a hit.
It's an auto crit too.
Yeah,
Is it?
thanks for reminding me. Yep, it is, because he failed. He's right.
Just hold your shift key when you drop your damage on him.
Oh, okay. Shift key. That's how you do that. Alright. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to smoke him.
Oh, he's super dead. Alright.
Yeah.
And that is my turn.
Alrighty.
I'm going to balance action, try to hide again.
Okay.
Being sneaky. Oops.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And then I'm going to dip around the corner and take a shot at the Kuto.
Yep, yep.
Do I get advantage?
Yeah, you do. I mean, you rolled you had a 27. There's no way they're going to catch that. Nice, that's a hit.
Oh yeah, we got passed without a trace.
Yep, we sure do. Nice.
All right. Would it be your judgment that if I were in wild shape, that I could still do a touch? It's not a spell; it's a feat.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, if you had if it was a spell and you cast it beforehand and went and did the touch, that would count too. So yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay. Well, for later.
Yeah, no
Anyway,
worries.
so I had rolled. I do remember rolling on the staff
Yeah.
last time, and it came up as panther. So I'll go ahead and wild shape into a panther.
Alrighty. Huh. I made this nice little thing so I'd have your wild shapes all created, and I don't know why I don't have a panther. I missed it.
That's odd because we've used the panther before.
Yeah, I agree. I guess I just never clicked on it to add it to this list, but that's alright, I'll add it now.
Did you put my giant ant on there?
I did put your giant ant on there, actually.
There we go.
Oh, I think I only did CR2 and CR1. Is this like a CR half or something? Oh, it's a quarter. That's why I didn't put them on the list.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what it is. It's just what was on the staff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a quarter. There we go. There you go.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
can I guess it doesn't matter.
What's that?
I was going to say, can I jump that space there, that 10 feet?
You can, and let's see. How far can you move?
I can move 50.
And then if you run at least 20, you can pounce. I don't know if you can make it a full 50. Oh, so close. Like 5 shy. Yeah, you can jump it. It would be the same as with William jumping, though. I would have you do just kind of like an acrobatics or dex save on the other side. Oops, sorry, I didn't pop you off there.
Alright, and then here.
There you go.
Alright. And so I can't pounce because I can't enter a square, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Nice. That's bad for him. There you go. Strong work. So he is prone, so let me put that on there. And Stig, you're going to be next there, buddy.
Oh, so it didn't matter that I didn't pounce. Well, the pounce would have given me extra attack, but that's...
Alright, I'm moving on down.
Okay.
Move to there, and then I will Sacred Flame.
Alright, yeah, he's restrained and prone. Yeah, he fails. Nice. So he sees the panther, and he immediately kind of reaches out his hand and casts the same thing that Stig just cast at the panther. I need a dex saving throw from you, Relene. Oh. So you try to dodge out of the way, but you're unable, but you still only take 1 point of damage. Fix your initiative roll. All right, Barry.
I will move up and cast Sacred Flame also.
Alrighty. Oh, nice. He fails. Yeah, that's it. So he kind of falls. Well, he's already there, so he's just sort of.
Oh, he's dead.
Yep. So you see 3 dead fish people.
Alright.
Alright, I'll go ahead and drop that, and then I want to move over towards William, and then do a touch and do a long strider on him.
Oh, okay, cool. Sounds good. I'll.
How does it feel?
Soft and fluffy. Oh no, I'm still the.
You're staying as a panther. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I thought you were. I thought you dropped it. I apologize. I'll bring it back.
No, I dropped the entangle.
So you said this is like slimy and mossy, kind of?
Yeah, the walking part is slimy and mossy.
I'm gonna use my shield to try and scrape it off or something.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Is the edge of the map over here? Is that what I reveal?
Yeah, yep. You just see that the sewer tunnel continues for a distance.
Into a loading zone. Alright.
Yeah, there's a small shimmer there.
Are we moving and turn, or we can just move?
You can just move if you want to.
So Melton takes a look down both sides of the tunnel there. He's got 120 feet dark vision, so...
Yeah, so Melton, as you kind of look down the tunnel, you see that it continues for quite some distance, and then you see a large opening which appears to kind of peer out into the starry sky, and you see what appears to be the river and the southern side of the side of Yartar, the part that doesn't have any city on it, so across the river.
Is that to the east or west?
That would be towards the west. Well, yeah, the map is kind of turned, but yeah, it'd be towards the west. So.
What do I see to the east?
Yeah. So off towards the east, you guys see there's a.
I think you cut out, Greg.
Oh, thank you. I took my finger off the button. That'll help, won't it? So in the middle, you see a large pool, and that water in the side of the pool doesn't drain. It's mucky, just like this water is here. But you do see that the tunnels themselves all around you are draining. And then towards the north, you see some carved out sort of caverns that have these large pools, and I'll open up the map in a second. To the east on the map, you see that there's a almost which looks like two large drains on top of a pedestal there, and then there's tunnels that go off towards the east and to the north. But the tunnel to the east dead ends. And
How deep is this pool?
So here, the water here, it's unable to tell. You guys do know that the water in the perimeter is actually completely drained now, and it's about 5 feet down to the bottom. But the bottom is covered with muck and feces and trash, and so it's definitely difficult terrain. Hey, how'd that guy stay on there? Thanks.
Well, I was gonna check him, see if he had anything on him.
Yeah.
It looked like he was casting stuff.
He was. So he had a small pouch, and inside that pouch he had what looked like a vial of blood, essentially, and then he also had. There was something else in there too. Oh, you see a small piece of parchment in there, and it's got a bunch of stuff written on it. But unfortunately, Barry, you're not sure what that writing is because it's not in a language that you know.
Well, yeah, let me look at it, Barry.
Here, take a look at it.
I'll take a look at it.
So, Melton, as you read it and look at it, it is written in Undercommon, and essentially it's a lot of rambling about. Interesting sound. A lot of rambling about like Demogorgon, and then it also talks about Sloop to Dupe, which you know used to be a town down in the Underdark that has been ravaged. And then there's a discussion about a new guy. You can kind of see scratched out a lot of that, and it says Scatharel, which you've never heard of before, and then there's discussions about Oosith as well, so Oosith, and you guys know that that's sort of that magician or the sorcerer that the purple lady Attilia was kind of talking about, the purple dress lady.
Okay, I'm going to see how deep this pool is. I am going to tie something weighty on the end of a rope and drop my rope in there until it hits the bottom. Yeah,
so you continue to drop, and you notice that it's definitely more than 5 feet. You kind of let the rope all the way go down, and it finally hits the bottom, and then you kind of pull the rope up and measure with your arms. And with your shorter arms, obviously, you take about 60 pulls or 40 pulls and find out it's about 20 feet deep.
All right. Say this is 20 feet deep. I bet you there's something good down bottom there. Somebody needs to go look.
Stick.
You want me to go check it out?
It looks kind of disgusting. You sure you want to go in there?
Oh, it reminds me of home.
It's slightly more cleaner than the other water, but yes, it does probably look pretty disgusting.
All right, I'll jump in. I got a swim speed.
Alrighty, so you kind of jump in, and it's not as bad as the other areas. So, and you already did a con saving throw for the day, so we're good. But as you kind of dive in, the water is so murky that you can't see past your nose.
I'll cast a light on my crown, like in the front of my crown.
Okay.
Light.
All right, gotcha. And nice. And so you kind of dive in, and I assume you're going to do like a search pattern across the bottom or something?
Yeah, zigzag.
All right, gotcha. That sounds good. So you got your little light, so you can see maybe about 5 or 8 feet in front of you, and you're kind of zigzagging back and forth. You're right. There's a lot of stuff that's down there. You find there's a big pot that's down there. You find a full couch that's completely intact. It's just kind of all ratty and stuff that's laying down there. You find various garbage and whatnot at the bottom, but unfortunately you don't see any treasure, and you don't see anything that appears to be any creatures in there.
I'll I'll come back up and pop out and say, hey, give me a few minutes, guys. And I'll cast ritual cast detect magic and then go back down and do the
Okay.
same thing.
Yeah, so you kind of continue to go through, and as you're kind of going, doing a second pass through, you do find what is kind of weird. There's 2 jugs down there that were hidden underneath the couch as you lifted it up, and the jugs are sealed at the top with what looks like wax, so almost to keep them kind of prevent water from getting into them.
All right, I'll snag those. I don't see anything else.
No, and nothing magical down there other than what I just talked about.
Okay, I'll bring the jugs up.
All right, and the jugs are magical. I'm sorry, there's nothing else down there.
What do you guys think are in these jugs?
Sewage.
Somebody was hiding them pretty good.
That's a nice pair of jugs you got there, Stig.
I knew it was coming. I knew it.
Thank you.
But how could we possibly open them? They're sealed with wax.
Maybe somebody can, maybe Relania can conjure up some bees.
Burn it with fire.
How strong is the wax?
It's just kind of like a normal wax that you would see that somebody would seal a container with. It's not super thick. You can definitely, if you take your fingernail or if you take a small knife and kind of scrape it off, you could.
Could maybe.
And then, I'm sorry, Stig, you said you were dragging your shield to collect mud or stuff on the ground. What was that all about again?
I was going to drag my shield as I walked so it would scrape the slime and muck off so we don't slip.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Cool. All right. I knew you'd said that, but I was working on something else and I missed what you were saying. So,
Bulldozer mode.
yeah.
Well, I guess we should see what's in them.
Just take a dagger and chip it away.
All right, so you kind of chip it away and you're able to get the wax off. And as you pull the lid off, you kind of pull it and you see almost like this kind of whitish, mucusy, viscous stuff, and you pull it and it looks like snot kind of pulling with the lid as you lift up, and it sort of just goes bloop, and it's completely filled with this gelatinous sort of stuff. And after you kind of open it and you get over the disgust of seeing that, you immediately recognize that this is very similar to the material that you found with the egg that Artan was in, that was contained in. It's got this sort of mucus, the same kind of mucus that's there.
Alright, someone's gotta taste it. Gotta know if it's poison.
It's a jug
Well-
of snot. Can't we just leave it at that?
It's
I think
it's
William's the
magical.
booger eater here. Let him.
Yeah, it sounds like it, doesn't it?
For
It's
science.
You gonna try it?
You know what? I will. I'll
Alright.
take my pinky in there. Just stick the tip.
Okay, all right. So you take the tip and you kind of stick your pinky in there, and then
Alright.
kind of just dip it to the tongue a little bit, like you're fine tasting
salty.
something. It is kind of salty, actually, which is unusual because it tastes almost like seawater, and very, very salty to the taste. But that being said, I mean, it's not terrible.
Did you eat the other stuff too? I mean, what are you comparing this on if you never tried the other stuff?
You did try the other stuff though, didn't you?
I can't remember. Yeah, I think he did, actually.
Yeah, when we cracked
Yeah.
Artan out of the egg.
Yeah, I think
How'd
he
that
did.
taste?
That's kind of odd, but okay.
So as you do that, William, you don't really feel anything one way or the other. I mean, maybe a little tingle to the tongue, but nothing really crazy.
Alright, what was in the other jug?
So you pop it open, it's the same thing. You notice that there's, about the same amount. I'd say there's probably, I don't know, maybe 3 cups of mucus in there, I guess, if you really had to measure it out, because I figured that was your next question.
Wait a moment. Relenia drops wild shape. I hate to, but
All
I
right.
gotta be able to talk. So there's 2 of them, 2 jugs. There were 3 people captured or kidnapped. We rescued 1, which means there's still 2 people missing. Could these be those other people?
What, in the jugs? Turned into goo?
Well, I mean, wasn't Artan turning into goo himself?
Well, he got better.
Right.
The-
Well, that's because we rescued him and the egg cracked, but who knows what would happen if he had continued in there.
Did the goo taste noble-ish?
Yeah, it's a kind of dressing, I'm sure.
Like on the blue cheese end or the ranch side?
You
Probably
know,
definitely the blue cheese side, I would say.
William's not a salad person.
It's an acquired taste.
Alright, so why don't we just take it with us and nobody drink it?
And don't put it on your salad.
And yeah,
Alright, we can do that for now.
Cork it up and give it to whoever has the haversack.
Do we have corks?
William.
Always, yeah. How much do these things weigh?
They're probably about 5 pounds. There's pretty thick
So
jugs.
They're pretty big.
Yeah, they're fairly good size.
See anything up in this little cavern area?
So as you kind of look through here, you find what appears to be deep pools of kind of stinking sewer liquid that didn't drain with the rest. It's weird because the rocks have sort of been carved out, and the pools they look fairly shallow. You can't necessarily see the bottom in all of them, but they definitely have that shallowish kind of appearance.
I'll dip my toe in.
Okay, so you kind of dip it in, and it feels similar to the sewage water that you had kind of felt when you crossed the sewers earlier, but nothing more than that, really.
Oh, I'm gonna dip both my arms in there, all the way up to the shoulders.
All right, gotcha. So William kind of reaches in and reaches down into the water. William, you feel the bottom. It's probably about 2.5, 3 feet deep or so, and you feel kind of a soft mud.
Mud, and we'll see about that. Lift it up.
Alrighty, yeah, you kind of lift it up, and it's not mud, actually. It's more of like thick sewage that's sort of fallen down to the bottom.
It's sewage, guys. It was always
No,
sewage.
that's like poo.
I'm gonna have to go wash this off in this water, this cleaner water.
Oh, there's no water in that one. There's water in the lake. That's all just mud now. Mud
Gotta
and
go to
gook.
the lake.
Yeah, all right. So you kind of drip your hands into the lake.
I go all the way into the lake.
All right, so he kind of jumps in, dives into the water.
I like it in here.
With his plate and everything, or
It's only half plate.
Oh,
Only
okay.
half drown me. Oh, that's interesting.
So William kind of comes back up and kind of looks around, and you hear him say, "Oh, that's interesting."
Hey guys, this lake over here has oxygen in it. Were you holding your breath in here, Stig?
I hold my breath for 15 minutes when I'm underwater.
You don't even
I-
have
I
to
time
for
it.
this.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's just habit. Maybe that's what the jug stuff does. I'm gonna go over and see if I have to hold my breath.
Okay, yeah. So you kind of jump into the water, and as you open up your mouth, you immediately start to cough and are unable to really breathe in the water.
Hey, you can't breathe this water. It must be from that jug stuff, that noble goo.
Oh, yeah, he did try it.
yeah, ranch dressing gives you underwater breathing.
Well, feel free to try some. It's not so great though.
The amazing magic from Hidden Valley.
Making my stomach hurt a little, actually.
Yeah, you see, actually, William kind of throws up a little bit on the side there, and as he does, a little sewage water comes out.